Hello and welcome back to Mindustry. Here we are after we've just triumphantly won a sector and also captured a brand new one. We defended and captured. We have this one here that popped up last time, which was an enemy base at a medium threat. Looking around some of our other stuff here, we have one other one that's open to us as far as a named place, which is our extraction outpost. I don't think we have another one. We have lots of locked ones, but I'm assuming we're going to have to take care of this before we do that. It is an enemy base and the threat is high, so I think what I'm going to do is find that medium one wherever it's at. Wow, we still have a lot of sectors we need to finish. I'm assuming we have to capture everything at some point here. Where is that base at? There it is. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Sector 47 is a medium threat. It is an enemy base. Let's go ahead and launch this bad boy up, max out our resources, which looks like we're going to be leaving with, we're going to leave with some thorium as well. And we'll launch in here. And we'll see what happens when we do. Alright, so I'm going to quickly pause this, just like I do, and take a look around. Oh, I'll pause it there. Take a look around. So we have this whole area back here that looks like it's pretty well protected as far as there's not really anything in our way to get there. We have some sand, a very little bit of coal. There's some coal here, some coal there. We have some water, which is always nice. A little bit of coal there. Then we have this kind of dual path or triple pathway, excuse me. There's a little spot there. Then it comes up. Ooh. And this is our enemy base that we have to deal with. So they have a salvo, which I'm not thrilled about. A whole bunch of duos here behind some titanium walls. So that's going to kind of suck. We have a lot of scatters. And taking a look. Wow. This base just keeps going. Okay. Where is their core? There's their core, and it's surrounded by a ripple, a bunch of scatters, and some waves and other stuff. So there's a lot going on here. The nice thing with the water is it's all powered, so if we shut down, I don't know what a RTG generator is yet. Maybe that's new to the game, or new for me. But nice thing here is if we can knock out this power node, which I'm guessing these things are what's powering all that. If we knock that out, all of this stuff, for the most part, is toast, and then we don't have much to worry about as far as core goes. Taking a look through the rest of this, they... I don't know if they're just pausing or they're going to be doing more construction on that, but there's a lot to go over here. I'm just trying to see what ways we can go through. So if we build some flying creatures, we can kind of come up, pretty easily avoid all of this stuff, and then go in. Our biggest concern are these... Oh no, scorches are not a big deal for us there. Again, also nothing too big a deal there. I'm not sure what these generators are being used for right now because they're not powering anything. And yeah, this area here could be pretty easily knocked out as well. I'm not real thrilled about that big center area. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. So we need to kind of determine... Ooh, this is all water here too. Cool. I didn't realize that was water. All right, so the first thing we need to do is establish a line of defense. Somewhere probably up in this area, maybe one here, and probably this spot here. Get some air defenses and some basic ground defenses. I'm not sure what type of bad guys they're going to be throwing at us here, but rest assured, it's going to be a lot. And then we can focus on getting some of the other things that we need to have. So we're kind of in short supply of good coal. Like, there's coal, but all of the good coal is within reach of their stuff. So we're going to have to kind of be careful with that. Just to get a look here, we actually are okay with that one, but we have hails over here, which, if I'm remembering correctly, have quite the range, yeah. So all of this coal is out of the range. This one is okay, but this coal is not in our range. So we'll probably build a wall up here, another one across here, and another one there, just to kind of plug things up to begin with. We have titanium as far as a resource, but I don't see any titanium on this map. So I'm going to guard that really tightly and not going to use any for what we're doing right now. They even do have titanium, which is interesting because, again, I don't see any on any of this stuff. So I'm not sure where they're getting it from, but we're not going to worry about that. What we are going to worry about is making sure we have all of the things we need to have in place. So we'll get the basics set up here. We'll get that one in there. I think we're going to throw a door maybe like that, just so if we have ground units, which I think we will, we have an escape for them to get out. And then we'll throw another large or another area of our doorways right across there, or excuse me, walls. Know what I'm talking about there. All right, so we have that basic area set up. We're going to begin with my favorite, the duos. I know that they're not going to be the most effective tool for us long term, but for right now, it's what we got. So we're going to deal with that. And we'll get some more over here. Guess that one's not going to be important because we can't do anything with it. And we'll go in and just get those pieces set up. And then this one, we're going to have to bring some defenses up there. I'm just not sure where we're going to get them from. Maybe over here. But we also have to bring some of this stuff over. And then we need to get power. I think we're going to focus on that for right there for right now. We'll get a laser drill here in just a little bit, but we need to... Oh no, we don't have meta glass. Okay, this just got significantly harder. What do I need to get meta glass again? Where's my kiln? I need to have lead sand. Is that just it? Lead and sand? Okay, we can do that. That's not a big deal. So we can get that stuff pretty easy without too much concern. Okay. So let's go in here. Not that. 1, 2, 3. We'll mine all of that stuff. And that's going to dump right into our kiln area. Because we don't need a lot of the metaglass to get rolling here. We just need some. So we'll do that. And then we'll also set up some mining. Like so. And that will dump in there as well. And then we'll have our metaglass. No, I don't want that. That's ugly. Then we'll go in here and just drop that in. Okay. But before we do that, we do need to have some power. We can do so with a steam generator. No, we can't because we don't have the ability to build pipes. So we can't even do that. All right. Back up. We're going to have to do this dirty way. And we're going to have to use some incinerators to just get the party started here. All right, so we'll get, where's my incinerator? It's been so long since I've even used an incinerator that there they are, or the combustion generator. Oh my goodness, I apologize. I'm losing my mind right now. I don't want to use up my titanium, so I'm not going to do that. But we're going to go in here. That should work for that. And then we'll throw on some batteries here as well, just to make sure we have what we need for our beginning stages. Okay. That was a lot of pre-construction, and we have accomplished 0 right now. But we will get there. All right, now let's start building up all of the stuff we need. This is going to be a hot mess. It's going to take us a long time to produce enough defenses for that. No, just build that one. There we go. We have our metaglass going. We are storing a little bit of power, not a whole bunch, but that's okay. Our goal right now is not to really store or produce a ton of power. It's more to just make sure we have the initial pieces set up here. And we'll get this wall here built up because it just needs to happen. All right, so we have our basic ground defenses set up. We have this area going now, which is fantastic because that means now we can go in. We have 2,000 energy stored, which is great. Now we can go in and build a steam generator, and we're just going to throw that somewhere in the range of this, which is going to be roughly that. We'll do our mechanical pump. And we'll take this straight in there like so. And for the meantime, this one's going to come straight down. There we go. Water is coming in there. This thing is outputting power. We are producing lots of power, which is excellent. And then I'm going to pause this. We're going to remove all of these. And we'll get our laser drill. And here, that's a little bit better of a spot for it. We'll get a water extractor in there. Make sure it's powered. And then we should have plenty of coal for the at least the initial setup here. Well, I guess we should probably give power to our laser drill too. There we go. Okay. We are also going to have to protect that from the air, as we learned in our last one round. If you don't protect these things, they go kaput real fast, so we will just add some basic air protection there. I'm not trying to make anything crazy complex yet. Okay. That's all well and good. We're going to need graphite, and we're going to need silicon production going on both of these, so we will turn back over to our lasers. And we'll do something like that. And then one water extractor might be able to feed all of them. That would be pretty cool. Alright, we have that. Let's just go with the big node, just so we can kind of maximize our power there. Okay. And then we're going to bring this. Hold on. No, we're going to. Never mind. Okay, let me back up here. So just this top one. That's what I want to focus on right now. That is going to be just on graphite production. So if we go into this, I'm not a big fan of stacking all this stuff so close to where we're definitely going to get attacked from. But it's kind of a necessity for right now. Alright, well, so we have that. We can now bring this one down over and throw it in there. I forgot to cancel that production. I'm sorry. Alright, we'll get that going. This stuff is going to be for our silicon production. Maybe? Or this might be pyrite at some point. We'll find out here. Let's see what else we need to do. We don't have a lot of copper, and we do need our silicon production. So I think our first thing is get our silicon production online, and then we can go in and start building some of these military air factories and ground factories. Because if I'm imagining this right, the last round that we did an enemy base, if we kind of spend a lot of time attacking the outer rim of stuff, it's going to take a long time, and they're going to get really good defenses up against us pretty quick. If we go out here, this is going to be an easy win. This is an easy win. And then we can come up and start playing with these. The ripple, what is that? Does that attack only ground, or is it attack? Let's see what it does. Okay, so that's only ground targets. So if we get up here, once we get up to this spot here, which we should be able to, this area is going to be a little annoying, but it's not going to be impossible. This should be no problem. And then once we get in here, our only real concern, oh, they have a parallax as well. But our only real concern are the scatters, and salvos also attack air units, right? Yeah, they attack everything. Okay. But I think we'll be okay. I'm feeling a little bit good right now. Not great, but a little bit good. And while I'm keeping that good feeling going, let's get some lancers, because this area is completely unprotected up here. And it's going to be a problem for us if we don't have any type of proper protection on these things. So let's get that in there. Okay, we're doing what we need. This incinerator is going to go away in a second, and we're going to put in another steam generator here. So let's get rid of you. Alright, we have that. We have wave 1 coming in. This is a 45 rounder. So it's going to be a little bit. Oh no, it's a wave 1 in 45 seconds. It's an enemy base. There is no rounds. It's just fight or die, which is kind of fun. So this is going to be another steam generator. And then we can throw in our router. And we'll get that in there. And now we're producing some power. Alright, we're going to do this real fast as well. We're going to put another one in right there, along with another pipe setup for it. And I guess we're going to have to provide these guys some power, even though they're right next to our power plant. And we have a problem with our water output, so we're going to fix that real fast. I'm going to get rid of that, I think, and put in a big node just to solidify that area. And then we can go in here and put on our rotary pump. And that should help with our water production real fast. What is this other pump? This impulse pump, what does that do? Oh, it's huge. Uses a lot of power, costs a lot. Oh, it costs thorium. But it outputs 118.8 units per second. That's fantastic. Not that I can really do anything with it, but it's cool that we could do it. Alright. We have all of that. We have a lot of space back here to do things with. The question is, do we bring all of our production stuff down to do things with them there, or do we do something else with all that? Because what I'm kind of tempted to do here is just... We have coal up here. I guess I should probably build some more air protection up there as well, and maybe some over here. Let's do that real fast while I'm thinking of it. So we'll have that. If you hear something snoring, that's my dog, who is fast asleep, lying next to my computer here. Well, between this scatter and this one, we have this area covered. Oh no, we are out of... Okay. Alright, we have our first bad guy on the way. Let's go real quick, pause, and just see what's coming our way. If we can see that from here. I don't know if we can or not. Okay, I guess we're going to have to wait to see what's coming our way. But we're out of copper. You know, like parts of the game that I don't remember to do all the time. Oh, there they are. They're air power. So they get shot up pretty quick. Alright, we're gonna quickly just try to mine some of this stuff up. We'll get a laser drill or two, so one there and one there. Throw that in there, then I can pause this. We're just gonna bring titanium belts, because hopefully we'll be able to max this out as quickly as possible. And then we'll put in some water extractors as well. Dedicated water extractors. And we'll have to bring a large power node down, so get that there. And that one there. And we'll get these built hopefully as quickly as possible. And we're just going to harvest some stuff so we can actually, you know, build things. Not exactly what I want to do in the time that we have here. But at least now we should have stuff just pumping into our system and be ready to go with all of that. And we're low on copper, but we're going to start maxing this line out, which will be perfect for what we need to do here. All right. As far as this stuff goes here, let's get rid of that. Let's just bring... Let's bring it over this way, I think. So we're going to do something like that. And then we can put some stuff for our... let me see here. So our silicon smelters, I think we're just going to put them right here. So 1 and 2. No, not that high up. Maybe like 1 and 2. I'm really unsure of where I actually want to put these. I can't put them there because they're in the way. Can I put them... Alright, let's put them down here. See, the only problem with putting them down there is they're way out of the way. I guess it's not a bad thing necessarily. So let's just put them down here. And instead of this hot mess, those will go there. Alright, then we'll pause this back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, skip, 1, 2. Junction, junction. Alright. So this spot coming straight on down, that's going to be where the coal's going to come in for this. And then we need to bring in sand, which is going to be somewhere from over here, but we need to mine it. So let's go in and do a laser drill. Because we have plenty of, I say this now, I'm going to regret this immediately. But right now we have plenty of the resources that we need to do this. So we're going to, while we have some of these resources, we are going to take advantage of them. We have another round inbound. Just want to make sure we're okay. There's another air bad guy. Gets shot down pretty quick. We do want to make sure we have a mender here. We're doing okay power-wise? Yeah, looks like we're doing alright. Until I destroy it with some additional tooling here. And especially once I do that, we're going to have to add on some more stuff, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. Alright, we have those. I think we can really easily build a little extension system here as far as pumps and water and all that to get, we can even put it right over here. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Let's go in here to our power production, add on some more steam generators, 1, 2, because we're using up too much power right now. Alright, we will go in router, and over here. Router. And now we have these guys online as well. And we're producing all the power we need. And with all that power, back in this area, we're going to put on some large batteries. And my primary purpose right now is just to get the resources we need to be able to actually produce ships and other things. So we have graphite, we have... I think we pretty much have all of the base pieces we need to do the next steps, which is encouraging for us right now. So let's pause this real fast. Let's go over into our air factory. And I think our air factory is going to exist just somewhere over here. That looks like a good spot. So we'll get that in there. And then just in our research table, if we take a look at air units, we have the flare and the monitor, which are the basic ones. We want to get the horizon, which is an upgraded one, I believe. So we'll start off with the flare, and the flare just requires silicon, so that's an easy option for us. Instead of feeding this here, it's literally just going to dump straight into that. But we do want to upgrade this, so we're just going to have that move. I don't know if you actually need this or not. It doesn't make sense. We're an additive reconstructor. And if I'm thinking of this right, we need... What do we need there? Let me go over to the additive reconstructor. What do we need? The horizon, yeah. So that goes there. What does the horizon need to be made? Needs graphite. Okay. I was really confused there for a second. So we're going to have to put a router, not a junction, a router. Guess we're going to have to do it over here. Or we could do it here. Let's do it there. And nope, not from there. We'll bring it down like this. From there. And have that dump into there. And then we need a router here. That is going to dump into there. And I think that will solve our problems. This thing is sort of functioning at its speed that it needs to. But it can go faster, so we're going to make it go faster. And the other one that we have here is doing just fine. We can see now we're pushing a lot more. So we'll be okay there. I might just, I might be annoying right now. Because it's fun to be annoying sometimes. So we're just going to provide some additional firepower for our guys here. We're well outside the range of any of the stuff that would actually do anything to protect this, but that's okay. I kind of wanted, I'm just trying to provide a little bit of cover for our main sources of stuff there. And what I really mean by that is I don't want to get shot and have all that stuff just always reporting right to our main base. If we can just move it slightly away, that's obviously preferable. Alright, we need more copper. We are just not doing a good job of producing all of the copper that we need to produce. So I might employ some more drills up here. And we'll have those go in there and hopefully provide some additional sources of copper for us. Actually, no, I don't want that there. I think we're going to build this as like a double-sided slot. have at least some air cover over here now as well, and I need to still finish the construction over on that side. But we have copper flowing in, doing its thing. There we go. At least we have some coverage on here. You can see that this particular scatter crosses with that one. Power-wise, we're doing pretty good. Yes, see, that's exactly what I wanted. Is that's not reaching our base, even the walls. It's getting shot down ahead of time. Okay. And it looks like we're also going to need, we're at 999 on our list there for lead. So we're going to have to go in here and provide some additional stuff for our base. Because otherwise we're going to run out of essential resources that we must have in order to be successful here. Go in and do the work that we need to with those. This is going to completely stress out our power system. But it's going to provide us what we need to complete some of the other parts of this. And what else can we do here? So, we have pyrite mixer. What do we need for the pyrite mixer? There's a lot of stuff we need for that. We need coal, lead, and sand. So, our coal production we're not going to really mess with too much because it's being used up between our current power production. But we do have some down here. We have an excess of sand so that we can kind of probably bring it over and out. And then we have a ton of lead. So we can do a pyrite mixer. And then we should be able to do a cryofluid mixer, which is... Oh no, we don't have titanium. Okay, so never mind. I was hoping that we could go through and do the awesome power battery of our differential generator, but that's not going to work. We're going to pretty much exist on steam generators, or that's pretty much it. We do have some options of putting some solar arrays in, so maybe we'll do that. For those of you that have played this game far more than I and are kind enough and generous enough to go through and comment routinely on my stuff, which I do honestly deeply appreciate. Are solar panels worth it in this game, or are they just like a waste of time and resources? I can't determine. Because they're so variable, unlike most of the other power sources, it gives me pause, but I can never tell if they're worth it or not. But our ships are going. We do have our horizons, which are awesome. I do remember somebody saying that we can load them with pyrite. I did read that somewhere on one of the comments. The horizon drops cluster bombs on any ground. I thought I read somebody, maybe it's an upgraded version, or I remember it uses logic chips and some type of stuff, which I have no idea how to use. This entire, not that one, this entire area here, I don't know how to use. The message switch microprocessor, logic processor. Like, I know how to do some of that stuff, like, in real life, but in this game, I have absolutely no idea how some of this stuff works. So that's fun. But if we take a look here, I think I want to add on some ground stuff because I do want to attack this area right here. Not really because I need to, but just because it's fun. Although, there really is no need. Like, this area here is stupid. Like, we can just knock this out as is now. Okay, so that makes me feel better that I can easily, if I haven't been shot, whoops. If I haven't been shot going over that, that's not a big deal. So let's take the units that we have. Why are we not producing more? I just don't have the resources. Okay. And we're gonna come up here. this way. And there's no real advantage to coming up this way to do this. It just makes me feel better. And that's really what this is all about. So we'll go in here and we'll just hopefully cause some havoc. No idea what the purpose of any of this is. But whatever this defensive area here was, is no more. They are continuing to send those guys out, which are not really a real concern of mine. This area over here is, again, completely unprotected, so we're just going to go over and bomb the crap out of that. Oops. Maybe not. Maybe not. Just kidding. JK LOL. No. We don't want to do that. Alright. And then we have this area up here, which the parallax is strong right out of the gate. So we're going to bring our ships home. I think we're going to put them right there, and then we can head through that little respawn repair point. And I guess we need a little node here to extend that just a touch further. And we can repair those bad boys up. We have a few more ships, but again, this is kind of a trickle. This is not enough to do what we need to do. So let's go in here and mine some of this stuff. Don't know if this is actually going to really help us at all. Yeah, it's a pretty slow burn on this. We're going to get rid of both of those. Let's see, what do we want to do? 'Cause that's pretty much maxed out right now. We're doing a good job on that. I think we're just going to have that dump into there so that we at least have a little bit more silicon coming out. I'm not sure what our waiting point is with this stuff, if it's one, the other, or both. Ooh, we can get repaired too. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. So you can see our life's going up, which thank you whoever commented long ago about what that does. That's very cool of you to just give me that info. Alright. So the real question comes, do we want to fight to try to get some of this coal to do more stuff with, or do we just kind of go ham and let our mission take us out further here? And I think I'm just going to split some of this production off too. I know that's probably not the best idea, but we're not really using the silicon that we have right now. And we could really use it on some of these other spots. So we'll just let it go and do its thing and hope for the best. Power-wise, we keep fluctuating still. But we do have some other options as far as another laser drill. Let's see. Yep. A water extractor. So we don't even need a water extractor. What am I doing? We can put a whole line of steam generators in here. So let's play this out. If we wanted to go like stupid, we can do that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do something like that. And then look what router this bad boy's in place. And just looking here, just because I'm curious, a rotary pump uses 18 power, whereas the water extractor uses 90 power. So clearly the pump is the way better option for what we might want to do. And then I can just have this go up like so. Actually, let's use the high capacity ones, because why not? So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll bring this one up and throw it into there, and we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if that's going to actually matter or not, but it's a little more fun. So water's coming online. We got that going, doing its thing. And I could split this off and have it go in there and then put another one on this side and have that feed over. Kind of come across and then back down. But I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. We have bad guys inbound. Oh, they're trying some different tactics. Do you see that? They're trying to get in a little bit differently now. Interesting. Okay, so what we're going to have to do to deter them from that particular method is I think we're going to need some parallaxes. And we're just going to kind of build a tower of them over there. And I theoretically could also, if I wanted to be a weirdo, water cool these, just these two. Because that increases their effectiveness a little bit. What I might also do is remove those two. And we're just going to have this come over. And then we can put in a nice line of them there, and a nice line of them there. Alright, we've definitely beefed up that coverage area. This even reaches over towards some of these steam generators. Now, we're not producing full power for all of this, which is fine. But we are producing enough to do some work. So this line's only feeding 3. You can see it backs up. This one's doing 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not producing quite enough, but that's okay. And let's see, what does our bomber force looks like? Ooh, we have a bomber force. Let's go have fun with the bomber force. Dun, 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 dun. We'll just see what it does against these things. So we have those. Now, let's pause this. I'm getting stuck by the parallax. Let's pause this real fast. I don't think the parallax can attract a ton of stuff at once. If we knock out this node right here, they are done as far as that parallax, the water pumps, all that are concerned. And then we just have to worry about these guys. So I think our play is to get that one particular node. Let's see what happens when we get this. Alright, so we have that. We're being shot by water apparently. We can see that that parallax is now done. This thing is going to be done because there's no water in it anymore. They have thorium up here, which is gorgeous. I wish I had thorium to do stuff with. And they have 2 scatters and 1 salvo. So as long as I pay attention when I'm flying back to a base here, we should be in really good shape. We just need to rebuild some of our military. We are on wave 10. And once we have that rebuilt, we should be in really, really good shape for what we need to do here. And what I might do here is if we have extra coal coming through, let's just... Not that. Ooh, what is all that? Oh my goodness. Is that what all I have to unblock still? Okay, I just got overwhelmed. If that's where I still have to go, I feel really bad about where I'm at in this game. But if I do something like this, at least now we can back up and have a little bit more stuff going on and hopefully produce ships and all the things we need a little more quickly. We're now feeding that from 2 sources. And what we can also do is throw a laser down there, put a water extractor on it, have that come over. Let's see, how close can we get here? Alright, they lost another wave. They did get a little farther. They're continuing to push through a little bit more than I'd like right in that area, but that's okay. We have lots and lots and lots of coal coming into there, which is great. Doesn't seem to really be impacting any of this stuff because it gets cut in half again. So we're really only getting a real little bit of this, but we are quickly rebuilding our Air Force, which is what we want to do. I really wish this board had some thorium on it. That'd be really cool. But it's not to be. Power-wise, we are producing tons of power. Might want to throw another battery or 2 somewhere out here. Because at some point they're going to unleash some ground units, and it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge once they do that. And eventually we're going to have to make some units as well here. But you can see that we're doing our job. We're getting units produced. Let's go take our Air Force. Even though we're not at full capacity here. Let's just bring them out. They have a round coming in. Just take a look and see what happens to them. There we go. And you saw those parallaxes pulled some of those guys away from what they wanted to do, which is awesome. It's exactly what should happen. And then we come over here. Take a look and see what our primary target is. I think it's going to be these 2 scatters, and then we'll knock out that salvo if we have the opportunity. There it is. That's going to be game. There we go. Sector captured. Victory for us. Wonderful, wonderful result all the way around. You can see their world is on fire. Everything is sad for them. We have completed this world and captured the sector. I'm very happy right now because we knocked out another enemy base. While we did not accomplish all of the things we needed to do as far as clearing sectors with names, I feel a little good, especially after we took it easy last time. and doing something a little simple by experimenting. Now we have something that was slightly harder that we got done, and I think it was 12 waves, which I'm pretty happy about. Folks, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in our next round of Mindustry. Have a good one.